My name is Jen Latone. I'm the Senior Sales Director at Scalp Aesthetics here at the headquarters location in Rochester, New York. It comes with a plethora of responsibilities. Basically, I am in charge of sales for all of our locations across the globe nearly. I do all of the scheduling, all the initial conversations with the potential clients, keep in contact and keep the franchise owners and the Scalp Aesthetic owners coordinated, and basically, follow up, just make sure that everybody is happy after their procedures, and that's that. Typical follow-up, depending on whether it's just an online inquiry, very basic to someone who sends in their photos for quotes or consultations. Basically, I just like to stay in touch with those people. A lot of people are right in their initial research phases. Some people are just ready to go. There's all different areas of people coming in. Some people are not familiar with scalp micropigmentation at all, and they just happen to see an ad on social media or something like that. So follow-up can be from, just an initial phone call to see where they are in their research phase and how they're doing and how their vacation was that we talked about last week, or just something as simple as, I received your inquiry, I got your photos, what kind of questions do you have for me? So I just like to stay in touch with them and kind of develop a relationship, which it gets a little complicated with the amount of people we have, but everyone is every individual person has their personalities and their different questions and their ways about them, and I just really try to work on personal relationships with our clients. I think that's the most important thing, because people really, this is a sensitive subject for a lot of people, and I feel that they need to be comfortable with a company, and I think Scalp Aesthetics really takes it there. We get a lot of feedback about how our customer service ranks above all the other companies that could even be considered, on our level. So I hear that a lot from our clients. They absolutely touch base with clients after they get their procedure done. A lot of times, depending on the scenario, it would be our artist who maintains that relationship afterwards. But if I've been, working with someone for an extended period of time, sometimes it's months in the making and we've developed a relationship, I always ask that they either call me with feedback or I'll email. I get so many emails from so many clients and phone calls and text messages just saying, oh my gosh, you should just see me now. They text me pictures of their after results, just life-changing, so exhilarated and excited and just like new lease on life happiness. So I definitely like to hear that kind of stuff. It's important to me, and I always ask them, when you're all done, I'm so excited for you, just call me, let me know, how it goes. So it's a big deal to me. I like that kind of stuff. Typical phone call for me, I really can't say that there is typical. I'd say maybe the most general inquiry that I get would be something along the lines of, I was looking into this. Can you just tell me more about it? Can you tell me about, your inks, your needles? I've heard that, they're unique and you are the only ones that have them, which is true. So, I get in a lot to the detail of it and the nitty-gritty of the procedure itself, procedure time, healing time, things like that. But typical, no, because every person who calls has something that's so much more important to them. So it could just, it's a vast majority of different types of thoughts and questions, and I really can't say that there's typical. Everyone is so unique in their inquiries and their quest for that confidence and the different things that they need to obtain what it is that they're looking for. So. As far as kind of the beginning to end of the procedure, even from consultation to procedure, to after, the different candidates, the clients that I've seen, here, they come in as a great candidate. They're either ready or have lots of questions. As I said, it can definitely be something where it's as simple as they're just kind of ready to go to, months of planning. There's been people that we've been in touch with for over a year who are, either, saving up or weren't really sure, and they've considered other options, and but this ends up inevitably where they decide to go with. So once the consultation, which can be, a 30-minute consultation in the office with an artist, or about a few months to a year with Eric and I, depending on how that goes, once they get to the time of procedure, I guess, they're excited and they're, apprehensive at the same time. Some are just like, I'll go, and some are more like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. But from somebody who has seen, men, women, all different ages and everything in the chair, as far as we want to say a pain level, that's where a lot of apprehension is. Anybody thinks, a tattoo on your head is going to be pretty painful, which it just is not, I've had plenty of people I've seen in the chair during their procedure take naps while they're getting it. Literally fall asleep, and the artist just kind of does their thing until they're done. So that's something that I hear a lot as far as questions on the phone, and people when they first come in for their procedure. Beyond that, I have never seen anyone walk out of that procedure room and not just be amped and excited. It is such a transformation, like immediate results, immediate gratification. The second you're done with your procedure, your whole look just changed. And you can see it, and it's there. The results are there. You don't have to wait. You don't have to hope that it's gonna work. It's there, and you can see it, and it's awesome to see them and how excited they are after they leave. Generally speaking, we'd have them come back, for a follow-up session just to make sure everything is great. They come in here even happier than when they left, because now their friends, their family, everyone has seen it. They get to, they have all that feedback, which is positive. So that's even more exciting when they come back for their follow-ups. Healing time is next to nothing. 18 hours and maybe like a week of just making sure that you're taking care of it, and that's about all. And you are, good for life. It's awesome. So, and then, of course, like I said before, everyone follows up and says how great it is afterwards. So it's gratifying for me just as much as it is for them, I think, because I love to see the excitement put back in someone who, the level of confidence, you can just see it immediately. It's amazing. If I had to tell someone who was kind of on the fence on which way to go, whether they were interested in the SMP or doing something else, I would probably tell them, well, for one, I would definitely say, it is a life-changing decision. It is a big decision. It is a big step. So, me having those initial conversations and kind of being the front line of Scalp Aesthetics. Generally speaking, before they go to consultations, before they have their procedures, they're talking to me. And hearing all the different questions and the hesitation, the apprehensions, just anything, I probably would tell them that, which is kind of what I do tell them, is just, once you make this decision, like, well, obviously you won't regret it, but within that, you can't basically shut anything down until you do it. So you have to move forward with something. So you can sit there and you can think about it all day and keep comprehending, keep putting it off, but you're just one decision away from completely changing your life. From boosting your confidence level, from just being able to walk out the door, no hat, no worries, no expensive transplants and scars and the different things that people who have invested so much time and money into to create something that is a procedure away, and the different times that I've spoken with certain clients of ours that, you know, I mean, they have spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just to make their situation worse. And I have never, ever received that kind of feedback from anyone who has come to Scalp Aesthetics and gotten the procedure done. They walk out of here, I mean, it's virtually maintenance free. It's such a quick, done deal, and you are on your road to just, I mean, excellence, you know? And I love that. So, I mean, basically, I would just say, you know, you can ask anybody who's had it done. You can watch the different videos. You can watch testimonials. You can do all of those things, read reviews. But at the end of the day, you have to make a decision that is right for you. Did I always tell people that? You know, do your research, really look into it. And the research speaks for itself. The testimonials speak for themselves. Our clients who walk out of here feeling like $1 million and then some, it all speaks for itself. So all I can say is, you know, it's definitely the best decision you could possibly make. And of course, I'm here to tell you that. So you can call me anytime. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a scalper. Absolutely. It is a lifestyle though. It really is. Like I went from, you know, something completely different. And when I moved into this company, it was just, it's full speed ahead. I mean, it is such a booming, thriving, crazy industry right now that it's like, you know, once people got wind of it, you know, before I got into it, I hadn't heard of it myself. You know, it just so happened that I knew someone who worked for the company who had also had the procedure done before he worked for the company, and I saw him just transform, you know, I mean, absolutely, totally different guy. You know, he came into the office one day and he said, I'm going to get a head tattoo. And we were like, what? I mean, because all we could think of is like a head tattoo. We weren't familiar with SMP. We knew nothing about it at all. And he came in and told us girls, I'm going to get this head tattoo. And we were like, you've lost your mind. And he did. And he came back like, I don't know, he did it while he was gone on vacation. So it's probably about a week in between. And when he came into the office with his procedure done, I mean, jaws to the floor. It was insane. The difference between typical horseshoe pattern, my friend, to this crazy head of hair. It was the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life. And you couldn't tell. I mean, literally, phenomenal artist. I mean, could not tell that was a tattoo. And we were blown away. And so, you know, some months passed, and he had inevitably left our company to join Scalp Aesthetics. And sometime later, when I got the phone call and the opportunity to do so, I had to jump ship too. Because, you know, I mean, especially when you're in sales and you're in this kind of industry, if you can actually do something that you believe in, that's so rewarding. I mean, I have no problem, you know, selling this product because I am behind it 100%. I've seen it change so many lives already. I have seen just the most phenomenal transformations. So how could I not love working for this company? You know? So, I mean, definitely. And then when you can go home at the end of the day and say, I really helped somebody, you know, it's a big thing too for me. So I love it. I love Scalp Aesthetics.